Hi everybody, today we're going to take a really quick look at calculating odds. So this is not going to be an in-depth lecture, just a really short connection between probability and odds. Our definition is that the odds of an event A is the ratio of the number of ways that A will occur to the number of ways A won't occur. Now there are two ways to write this, so it really depends kind of like on the book you're looking at or whatever site you're on to how they're going to write it. So this could be written as n of A colon n of A complement, or you might see as a fraction n of A over n of A complement. But you really want to keep in mind this is the ways to do A and the ways not to do A. So it's important that the word odd is there so that you have that relationship about what's going on. If we wanted to do the odds against A, we're just going to flip that around, and so we say n of A complement colon n of A or n of A complement over n of A. So just a little bit of difference between the two. So let's start with something like rolling a die. Let's find the odds of getting a 2. So what we're thinking is, how many ways can we get a 2? There's one way to get a 2. How many ways could we not get a 2? That would be 5. So the odds would be 1 to 5. You could also write that as 1 with a colon 5. If we say the odds against getting a 2, well, we're just going to flip that around. So there's 5 ways not to get a 2 versus 1 way to get a 2. And again, we could write that as 5 to 1. Let's try the odds of getting a number less than 3. So when you think about the sides of the die, there are 2 of them that are less than 3. That would be the 1 and the 2. There are 4 other numbers. So 2 to 4, we can reduce that to 1 to 2, or you can write 1 to 2. I think it's kind of nice to look at the beginning and think 2 plus 4 equals 6. So I've covered all of the things that could happen before I do the reduction. When I say find the odds against getting a number less than 3, that says we're just taking that last example, flipping it over, 4 to 2, reduces to 2 over 1 or 2 to 1. If we want to go from odds to probability, we'll use this little definition. It says if the odds of A occurring are A to B, then the probability of A occurring is A over A plus B. Let me show you what that means. Let's find the probability of rain given the odds of rain are 3 to 2. So that says for every 3 ways that it can rain, there's 2 ways that it won't. What's important is that there are 5 possible things that can happen. 3 plus 2 is 5, so this is 3 over 5, which would be 60%. Let's look at one more. This says if the odds of a candidate A winning an election are 1 to 10, find the probability that they win. So again, we have 1 way that they're going to win, but we have 10 plus 1, which is 11. So 1 over 11 possible things that could happen. 1 to 11 is 9.09%. Let's try going from probability to odds. So here I have eye color in the US. So it says 32% people have blue eyes, 15% have hazel, 12% have green, 16% have brown, and 25% have dark brown. So let's find the odds a person has blue eyes. So when I look, we kind of look at how many ways could you have blue eyes and how many ways could you not. So we have 32% of people have blue eyes. And let's write it the long way, 100 minus 32 on the bottom. So this gives us 32 over 68. We can reduce that to 8 to 17. So for every 8 ways to have blue eyes, there's 17 ways not to. So we went from probability to odds. Let's try it again, but this time we're going to say find the odds a person does not have green eyes. So not green, we have to look at how many ways could you not have green. So there's 12% of people that do have green eyes. So we're going to put that 12% on the bottom, and we're going to put 100 minus 12 on top. This is 88 over 12, which we can reduce that down to 22 to 3. So remember to reduce. Remember that you're doing for and against. When you're looking at odds, it should not look like probability. It should not add up to the sample space in the bottom. It should always be how many ways can you do the event divided by how many ways you cannot do the event.